What's up, everybody? Welcome, all my rivalers, to another edition of Marvel Rivals Get to Know Your Toon. Today, we are going to be talking about a super fun toon, an awesome toon. He is the notorious Jeff. Da-da-da! Dun, 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 dun. Look at him. Isn't he cute? It's Jeff, the land shark, and he's the strategist. And the game rates him at 2 stars, meaning he's kind of easy to pick up. His kit's pretty easy. He does have some cool skins there. Super cool great white there, in addition to his blue. And he's got some emotes as well as his MVP animations of him making some great plays, which has the potential to do. He's got some really cool abilities. Actually, they were all fairly simple, I want to say. He's got some really fun sprays as well, too. I like that one with Thor. And then he's sort of got that stencil of him. And yeah, that one's just cute to spray around. But let's talk abilities, because that's where we're at. So, his joyful splash. Pretty simple. Shoot a stream of water out at your teammates. It group heals if they're close together. It hits all of them. It sprays. It does a massive amount of healing. Really, really strong ability. Now, if your teammates are healthy, he also has a bit of damage he can do in his Aqua Burst, where he spits these like spitballs of water out, and they hit one main character, the main guy, but they do a bit of splash damage as well, so great for being that back row character. Now, let's talk about his hide and seek ability, in which he dives under the map and sings the Jaws theme. Da, 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 da. It's really cute. It gives him a bit of movement boost, so he can get away faster or get into an area faster. Somewhat incognito. He can still take damage, however, so be careful with that. His other great alt weapon, or healing, is his healing bubble. This does a great amount of burst healing in an area or zone for any teammate that happens to step into it. This is also important because it can heal Jeff himself. So, as you're healing, as you're spraying all your teammates in front of you, hopefully they're grouped together. If they get in trouble, they can walk back into these bubbles. If you get targeted in the back row, you can push forward into those bubbles, and get some healing yourself. This all pairs really well with his passive Oblivious Cuteness, which reduces damage taken from critical strikes, important, again, for survivability. He's got an amazing team up with Luna Snow, his frozen spitball. Luna Snow ices up Namor. She's going to ice up Jeff as well. Bigger damage for his spitball. It's awesome. And he's got a great team up with Groot as well, much like Rocket, can ride on Groot's shoulders, and it reduces incoming damage greatly. So a great way to stay alive, to keep those heals coming, keep the sprays and bubbles coming, all right? But let's talk his ultimate. This is super fun. He gets hungry, yum, 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 creates this huge whirlpool under the map and swallows up everybody and everything in it. It's absolutely wild. And he can spit them out. Now, he can spit out your teammates with the press of one button, and he can spit out the enemies with the press of a different button. So you want to remember where you are on the map, because this comes into play and is very important. It can really change the tide of a game, especially if you're near, let's say, a cliff. So you see where I'm going with this? What you're going to do, here's a suggested combo they're showing you. You're going to heal, do poke damage when you can. If you got that ult in a big fight and it's getting close, swallow up everybody. Take that enemy over to a cliff or nearby and huck 2 of them right off the cliff. Boom, they're gone. Now, you spit your teammate out back to safety and health. This is huge in fights. It can change the course of a battle easily by dumping a whole team or many members of a team, or taking your teammates and bringing them back to safety if it's getting too hairy with an ult or something like that. He's also got some cool achievements and some lore you can check out as well. But let's talk some gameplay to see him in action. This is one of the first games I've played with Jeff. I don't know if I fully maxed out all his abilities in a flashy way, but I definitely had fun playing with him. And like many strategists, you're going to stay in that back row and keep healing. Heal through your enemies, keep those tanks alive, and help them out as best you can. Shoot those bubbles. If they're all pretty healthy, yeah, do damage. Do that poke damage. You can see it looks like they got Loki's positioned everywhere, taking shots. So you got to kind of penetrate through that or rip those down somehow. I'm trying to heal my tanks. You see they're getting focused a little bit, so I'm just working on staying in line with them and pushing up and keeping them at full health. If I see them over 75, 80%, or higher, I definitely try to sneak in some poke damage or two with the spitballs, because those are super strong. especially when you have a Luna Snow, as we do on our team, that becomes that ice spitball, and it's even stronger and better. So heal, heal, heal. Spit when everyone's healthy. Try and do some damage. You want to keep poking when you can, because that might swing, you know, one enemy defeat in your favor. And after that, things usually start falling, depending on ults. But we got a good team here. We got 2 tanks, just, you know, kind of sending it here. Anytime you got a Venom, that's always good. Hulk provides a lot of added protection, too, with his Gamma Shield. But here we are, we're pushing through. Yeah, he jumped way up there, sort of on his own, our Venom, and that's fine. I'm protecting against the back row. I see a portal open. I see I think a Scarlet Witch up there that you always got to keep your eye open for those Scarlet Witches. That ult is deadly, so you want to make sure to keep a focus on them and kind of know where they are as best you can. Yeah, and we're just pushing along here. You know, there's not a lot of enemies right here. We kind of won the first couple team fights. Strange is just kind of floating up there by himself, so we're going to take advantage of that. I'm going to gobble him up. And you see spit out enemies on the left. Blah. Now, Doctor Strange, not the most ideal enemy. I still got him, though. He almost floated back to land, though, so you definitely, ideally, a character that doesn't fly, you want to spit out there. But yeah, just constantly healing. That's the name of the game. Like, great pairing with Luna Snow, obviously. We don't have a Groot on our team, but that's okay because his healing's so good. He can really work with any tank and almost any team combo, especially tanks, obviously. Lots of bubbles out there in case our team gets into trouble. You know they got some ults popping soon, so you kind of want to be ready for those. This Venom's trying to give us trouble in the back row. He's overextended. We deal with him. See, those bubbles go quickly sometimes if one of the teammates gets bursted, so we want to put that back there. And there's Doctor Strange kind of popping. I'm backing up a lot. I didn't want to get trapped in that because I could get focused. I've got bubbles back here. I think my game froze a little bit. That beta was really rough on PCs. I have an amazing PC, a 4090 with 64 core. I was surprised it had that much trouble, but I'm sure the optimization wasn't there. As you can see, Venom is coming after me. Why? Because I'm a great healer. He literally tried to solo ult me, and it did not go well for him. But that's what you try and do in this game. Don't be precious with your ults. Don't try and go for plays of the game all the time. You got to take the wins where you can. Trying to break down that Doctor Strange shield. Oh, now here comes a Star-Lord, and he can be a lot of trouble for a healer, obviously. He smoked our Luna Snow, I believe, so it's just up to me now. So our team plays it a little closer to the vest. Still back row. I'm still pumping out as much healing as I can and trying to give our divey tanks a little bit of an advantage as we move the payload. And, yeah, it's tough. This game was really rough on PCs. So I backed up there a lot. They had the advantage of us. They had numbers on us. They chased me a little bit too. I just wanted to make sure I got away. Yeah, you can see Star-Lord still gunning for me. Our team was still fighting though. They got back to point quicker. They probably could have stayed. But you know what? Now I've got my ult. Let's see it in action. Bunch of teammates there. Yum, yum, yum. I don't really know what I'm doing with them at this point. So I kind of bring them to our back row. Maybe that's not the best move, but I figure we might be able to deal with them a little more in the heart of our team. So there goes Hulk. Hulk pops off. And you know what? It kind of worked in the end. Yeah, it wasn't a cliff. I probably could have gone the other way. There's cliffs over there. I don't know if I would have been able to carry them that far because it is a limited amount of time, but it worked out. It helped change the game, that's for sure. You see there, you know, they got Star-Lord and Spider-Man, so they're really focusing on mobility and back row tactics, absolutely. Trying to get me and probably Luna Snow down because we're just healing our tanks. We're just doing a heck of a job. And our Hela too, just slinging it from range. It's a tough comp to deal with, that's for sure. Spraying, 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 laying out my bubs as much as I can. We got a sneaky Scarlet Witch coming behind us, I think. Was that Namor? I think that was a Scarlet Witch. She's looking old. I know she is. So I'm on constant look. And Hulk's on her too, thankfully. Was that Namor? Yeah, it might have been Namor, I guess.
By the eye of Agamotto. Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man.
Always trouble. Didn't do a lot of damage on our tanks with that Spider-Man ult, thankfully. We had the heals going. Luna was going too. Yeah. That was a nice ult as well. I mean, 5-player kill streak. I'm not going to argue with that. I suppose I could be playing a little more aggressive in terms of heal and damage. Again, my first game. Got my ult again. See if we can do something fun with this. Not much. I missed everybody. That added no value. Maybe scared them a little bit. Maybe created a tiny bit of space. But there she is. Pure chaos. Always got to watch out for that. I didn't get it off in time. Neither did our team. We took, a fair amount of damage, but thankfully, we still sort of are pressing the attack. It's me and Hulk, really, for the most part here. I'm trying to help him out as absolutely much as I can. He's in World Breaker form, so he's just, bringing the house down on these guys. And here's Venom. He's back now, too, so we can really push that advantage again and seal the deal on this payload push. Magneto's not really scaring anybody. Our tanks, taking a massive amount of damage, but they're bringing it. Always got to watch out for strains, especially comboed with the back row guys, those assassins. But we're just pumping out the healing for our tanks, and they're getting the work done. Big shout out to our tanks here. Constant wearing down. We've got the advantage. Full damage now. Gobble that fish. And let's end this thing. My aiming's not really good with the spitball. Pop my ult again. See what I can do. I've got 2 enemies inside me. I'm just kind of holding them back. Hopefully letting our team tee off a little bit. Magneto, not really a huge concern with his ult. Although they kind of won that fight. So I'm actually going to retreat here. I thought we'd finish them off. Let our Scarlet Witch work her magic as well with Hela. A little more from range while our tanks get back in there. Heal him up, heal him up, heal him up, heal him. I try and wear down those shields as much as I can when they're in the back row. I see you, Scarlet Witch. Trying to sneak around. I'm trying to ping her out for my teammates. She's going for some play of the game stuff, I think, in that back row. I'm not letting her get near to that. I think that's the advantage that we needed, was taking her out. A little extra heal, that thing's go to town again. And that's it. Eat that fish, Jeff. My name is Jeff. What, do you think I was going to do that video and not do a my name is Jeff in there? I think that's the #1 thing you're going to hear in all the Jeff videos and Jeff players is saying that. But yeah, pretty good game. I'm not going to complain. 7-0, I'll take that. Got some assists in there, which is nice. But really in this game, you're focusing on healing. He's an awesome healer. And here it is. Environmental damage here. Doctor Strange, I'm taking him for a ride. Get over to that cliff. Now, I aimed high. I shouldn't have aimed high. I thought that was going to go farther. I should have aimed lower so he wouldn't have been able to float across, float down. Because he almost got off of that. If you aim more flat out, he's going to spit them far flat out. And characters that don't have like a double jump or a flight capability are going to get tossed really easy with that. So don't aim up as I did. I was thinking that would project them farther, but it really doesn't, and might work to your disadvantage. But so that is Jeff. I hope you liked watching him. He is a super fun character, absolute beast as a healer / strategist, and someone that I think you can really build a lot of teams around. So very valuable Toon. Invest some time in playing him because he is a huge difference maker on the battlefield, in my opinion. But as always, I want to hear what you have to say. Let me know your thoughts right in the comments below. Ring the bell. subscribe, like, follow, all that good stuff. And thanks for watching again. That's all for my name is Jeff. And we'll see. I had to get it in one more time. We'll see you next time on the next edition of Marvel Rivals Get to Know Your Toon.